It took a while. Maybe it's cold.
Sometimes that happens.
It gets tiny when it's cold.
Look at us. We're friendly again.
This is the theme song. This is the theme song for... You know why we're friendly? Because you're all I have. You're the only one who has not abandoned me yet. So...
You said yet.
Tag, you're it.
Well, you know what?
Hey, guess what?
Listen. Welcome to When Wife Gives You Lemons. So, Joy John, hi. So, I'm going to tell you why that works.
Why does this work? I'm going to eat my fruit snacks.
Because you're going to eat them in the microphone? Yeah. So, you're like, I have nothing else to say. Well, I am not, like, really, I'm kind of not a good person. So, it works itself out because you put up with me. So, you know, I appreciate that.
Hey, guess what? John called it. I knew. My parents aren't coming for Christmas, so there's that. Yay.
I didn't call it.
You called it. You can listen to the last episode. You called it.
But I don't want to be a bad guy.
You manifested it.
No, so it's my fault now?
I don't know.
That's fucked
I don't know, but I had like this weird, crazy epiphany where I'm like, dude, I can't keep anyone. Like,
you've had me for 20 years. I mean, because you trapped me. You did trap me with kids.
You trapped me.
If we didn't,
I couldn't get pregnant, and you were like, challenge accepted.
If you hadn't had children's,
you think I'd be gone? Do you think we'd be together if we didn't have kids?
I don't think you'd put up with me. I'm an ass.
Damn, I never thought of that. Would you be with me if I didn't get preggy?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't see why not.
Like, I'm like, for the past 2 days, I have been on the verge of tears. Like, I am trying to hold back tears. Like, for 2 days.
It happens, I know.
So,
I was feeling really sad yesterday.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, you know, like, I was like, I Clark Griswold it so hard because I'm all, oh, they're coming, and so I'm going to do this, and we're going to do this, and we're going to all get up, and we're going to open presents, and this is this, and this, and this, and then we're going to do a Secret Santa, and I'm going to sneak in the Secret Santa. Like, I had all of these Clark Griswold plans. Yeah. And then I was like, I have no friends. And then I, like, went down a crazy spiral where I'm like, I like people attached to me, and then they just...
They're like, Joy's great. She's great.
Yeah. But I am great, and I'm awesome,
You are.
so I don't know what I'm... I've got to figure out what... I'll just spit bubbled. I've got to figure out what I'm doing, like what I'm putting out in the universe that's making people leave.
You know...
Except John.
No, and it's funny because I was thinking about this too. I've been having the same issue in a different way. So I've been dealing with the inner turmoil of the same type of situation where not necessarily where you feel like you're alone in that, you know, you only have me.
I do.
I feel like people like me, but when they start to get to know me, they realize I kind of fucking whine and bitch a lot, and I fucking stomp my feet and complain and shit. And I'm more of a negative person because I've always felt like I've had that chip on my shoulder and been negative because it's just like, fuck me, everybody fuck. Right, so I've always had this. So I get that. I get that.
But I'm awesome. Like, I would be a good friend.
You are awesome.
So whatever. Like, whatever. The whole thing is, and I've told you this for years, when you and I get in a huge fight, I don't have that person to call. I would call you and be all, do you know what you fucking did?
Well, good news. The person I really would have called died, so... Because I can tell you this for a fact, because when I was sitting in that little dark corner, yesterday I was last couple of days, I was sitting in a little bit of a dark corner, and I wasn't really talking about it, but I was. And I was like, man, I didn't want to talk.
Sorry, guys, we had that heater on.
I didn't want to talk to you about it because I didn't want to bring you into my little hole that I was laying in. So I was like, God, who would it be? And I was like, I almost just called him to leave a message, just to do it and then I got sad because I realized I missed him, and then I realized like I felt like I would I don't know, I went down a really fucked up hole, and then it just made it worse for a while. So,
but I mean, I'm
it's
fine.
okay.
I'm fine.
We're all good.
I'm fine.
We're emotionally okay together. We're not fighting, but we're both like on the verge of breakdowns. It's okay.
But see, it's like, you know what it is? You know what you do? Like,
we do it together.
You know how
I make it.
Women, they're like, oh, I'm not feeling good. And then like 30 seconds later, the man's like, I think I'm coming down with what you have. So I'm like, dude, my parents are
You know what it is?
And then you're like, I'm sad.
Do you know what it is?
What?
I'm a habitual one-upper.
You are a habitual one-upper.
Because you know what? My parents aren't coming over either, and it makes me. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
She was like, "Let's go to lunch tomorrow."
No, I am kidding. And I am sorry that your parents aren't coming. It does suck, and I know you were looking forward to it, and I'm sorry.
I mean, I bitch and complain about them, but it really would have been cool to like, I don't know, have them at our house and like, whatever. It's not gonna happen, so I don't know why I'm fucking talking about it. Cool.
Sorry, I'm a bitch. See, and there you go. See, I'm a shitty person because then I'm like, you know what? I'm a shitty person too.
Okay, so I'm trying to make this quick because
there's nothing quick about
it. So John and I were Christmas shopping. I told you this already, but I wrote it down because it just fucked with my head a little. We were at Marshall's and I had to pee like I always do because I drink a gallon of water a day, and because I don't just want water all day, I drink other stuff too, like tea and coffee and protein drinks. So I have more than a gallon of liquid in my body a day. And then, so I know. I set you up. No, we're not taking that. We're not taking that road. So anyway, I was like, I have to pee. So I went to Marshall's, and this lady was like, okay, girls, have a good day. And then she left, and there was a girl in the stall. I was peeing, and then there was a girl waiting for the girl in the stall. And she goes, talking to strangers isn't as scary as I thought.
These are little kids, right?
Yeah, like 7 maybe. 7 at most. Like Ella's age. Ella. Like picture Ella. And she goes, talking to strangers isn't as scary as I thought. And the other girl goes, yeah, she was really nice. And then the other girl goes, we should talk to strangers more often. And
some will give us some candy.
And I'm all, do I say something? Because now I'm a stranger, and then I'll warn them, and they'll be like, oh, that stranger was really nice, too. So
see, strangers are nice. So she warned us.
So then I was thinking, like, walking out and being like, fuck you. Double. And, like, be like, I'm a stranger. And, like, scare
sneeze.
them. Oh. Bless you. You sneeze like a pussy.
Fuck you.
Oh, that was a good one.
Fuck you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my goodness.
And then...
bless you. Thanks.
Bless you. And then, okay, I was okay, so I have a lady that I massage, and her son's a piece of shit, and just, like, she was telling me that anytime she wants to see her son, like, she has to pay.
Can I habitual one up you here? No, I'm just kidding. I could, but I'm not gonna. I could.
So anyway.
I would have done it just for fun.
So anyway,
I'm kidding.
Allegedly. She was like, yeah, so when I want to see my son on Mother's Day, I have to pay for dinner. And I was like, dude. And then at some point we were talking about how she likes Red Lobster. So I got it in my head, and I went and I got her a Red Lobster gift card, and I put it in a card. And I was like, every mom should have dinner paid for on Mother's Day. And it wasn't even close. It was like August or something. So whatever. And she was like, oh my God. So anyways, so I'm massaging her, and she's like, Joy, I want to give you to like everyone. And I'm like, okay. So she's like, I need gift certificate. I need 8 gift certificates. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then we made a deal where she pays me when they come. Because I was like, dude, that's a lot of money. And she's an older lady, and she's on a fixed budget. So I was like, why don't I give you these gift cards? And then when they come in, I will call you, and you can pay me as they come in. So it's not a huge lump sum. So anyway, she's like, yeah, I want to give you to my granddaughter, and, the first thing I told him, I was like, she goes, the first thing I told him is that you love Jesus. And she's all, and they're pastors in the church, and, I told them you're a good Christian girl and you love Jesus.
Oh, boy.
And I looked at myself in the mirror, and even Mirror Joy was all.
Mirror Joy's like, ooh.
And I was like, fucking help me out, Mirror Joy. And she was all, like, Mirror Joy left. Like, I was staring in the mirror like a fucking vampire. Mirror Joy fucking took off. I was all, I love Jesus. And I didn't say anything. I didn't confirm. I didn't deny. I was all,
Probably the best answer.
It was but nothing. Like, even, I'm telling you, John, I stared, and, like, I was looking at Mirror Joy, and even Mirror Joy was all new. Like,
yeah, it's odd, isn't it?
And then the last thing that I have is I thought of a new book idea. And
okay.
I probably shouldn't be telling it because whatever, but it's my idea. So anyway, it's a rom-com. I don't know how it ends though, because it can't end.
Don't steal it. This is happening.
Yeah. So what happens is, because I have a girl who she had really low self-esteem. I was massaging her, and she was like, fuck it, I'm done having low self-esteem. And she fucking changed her confidence. I'm so proud of her. Like, she's a different person, and she walks in different. And it's funny, too, because since I quit the chiropractor, I've had so many people go, man, you just look lighter. Like, and I'm all, because I'm happy. I was super happy, and then my parents didn't come. No, but I'm happy. Like,
you're super happy till you start crying on the show.
So then, fuck you.
Cry baby.
Fuck you. So anyway.
Cry baby.
So anyway, to get her confidence up, she went on an app and had a threesome.
Dang.
And then she's like, you know what? Whatever. I did it. I felt super sexy. The husband and wife were both over me, and she's like, but I don't think I'll do it again. Like, it's a bucket list.
Until next week.
No, she was like, it's a bucket list. Whatever. I'm not doing it again. So whatever. So then she was telling me that she was going to the singles mixer, and this guy was hitting on her, and they went to his house, and like they played piano and they made out a little, and then she's like, we super clicked, and then he didn't call me. And I was like, oh, fuck that guy. And I was like, dude, what if that's the guy's parents that you had a threesome with?
Ew.
And she was all, oh my God. So then I started thinking of this book idea where the girl goes and has a threesome, and she's like, it's not really for me, but I'm not amazing. And now that she has confidence, a guy hits on her and they're together, and then he's like, I want you to come meet my parents. And they're driving down the street, and she's like, what the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck? And then they park in front of the driveway, and she's all, fuck, 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 fuck. And then I thought that would be one of the funniest
It would be
ever.
funny.
But she can't end up with that guy.
Right.
Because she had sex with his parents.
Right. She has to end up being a throuple and being a stepmom.
So what I think's going to happen, you're such an asshole. So what I think is going to happen is
He could have a stepmom once in a while, too.
So what's going to happen is the hot cousin will be like, I don't care that you fucked my aunt, my uncle, and my cousin. I love you. And then it's happy. But that scene to me would be so fucking funny where, like, he starts turning and she's like, oh, this looks familiar. And then he pulls onto the street, and she's like, you've got to fucking be kidding me. And then they pull up in the driveway, and I was like, that would be such a fun scene to write. It would be fun. So that's all. Then Brody Odie went to Disneyland. Thank you, Santa Clarita Sheriffs, for taking care of
that was
child.
really cool. They took him for 2 days to Disneyland. And I was going to tell something about it that he was telling me, and I forgot.
It's a Small World.
Oh, yeah. So I was thinking about this the other day, or every time I go to Small World anyway. Whenever we've gone, and whatever few times I've been in my life.
Man, you are negative. Ew. Don't do that anymore. You're done.
So I was thinking, is Small World like a subliminal thing? Because they put you in there, and they just pound the song into your brain for 5 minutes.
It's the longest ride. It's not a small ride.
Right. So my thought process was like, holy shit, is it really is it a fucking, like a mind thing? They're just trying to fucking.
Maybe there's like an under thing that we don't really hear.
Something Walt Disney came up with.
Bye, Disney. spend your money. Give me your credit card.
And your children.
It's a world of credit card. It's a world of credit card. It's a world of your son's penis.
But it's just like all these different languages of it. So you're just like, by the time you come out, you're like, pew, pew, pew. You just want to like punch people in the face, and you come out, you're like, small world.
You come out and you're reaching for your wallet.
You're like,
everybody's just sitting there.
You're like, it is a small world. Bam, bam. You start punching people everywhere. It's
remember
just
when
like
Caleb
riot.
peed on me and It's a Small World? Fuck.
Yeah.
Because he was like, I have to pee. And I was like, okay, we'll just go on this ride. And he was sitting on my lap. And it is not a small... It is the longest ride in fucking history.
Well, okay, let's not to mention, Caleb was like...
A baby.
Yeah, he was under 2.
He was under 2.
Because he was fully potty trained at like a year and a half. But the thing is he didn't know how to... he just was like, it's time.
Yeah.
There was like, no, okay, I got to pee coming up.
He had it, and I was like, let's just go on this ride, because I thought it would be a quick ride. It wasn't, and he's sitting on my lap, and my lap just gets super warm. And here's the thing. When you take your children, your babies, to Disneyland, you bring your babies changes of clothes. You don't bring mom changes of clothes. And he was sitting in my lap, so it truly looked like I had peed my pants. It was fucking beautiful.
I had my first super caffeinated coffee.
Oh my God, I wish I could find that picture. John had his first espresso. It's off of Main Street.
Man, I was jacked.
And we were on It's a Small World, and I turned and I took a picture of him, and I'm not kidding. His eyes were the size of my fist.
I was jacked.
And it's the funniest picture, and it's somewhere. I don't know where it is. It is fucking hilarious. And then we took Caleb, and he was a baby.
I saw the post. Actually, when I was looking for pictures of Daryl when he passed, I was looking through the picture box, and I saw that picture of them sleeping in the back of the where one's against the window, one's against the shoulder, and one's in the car seat all out.
Because we took Gabriel. Yeah.
And then you took a picture of me, and I was all, let's go.
That was a different time.
Well, we did it twice.
We did do it twice. But
once
anyway,
with your parents, once with us.
When we, so Caleb, we took him on Pirates of the Caribbean, and he was a baby. He was so little. He was under 2. And when we did the dips, he'd go, wee! And we should have known then that he was going to be a roller coaster fiend.
Right.
Like, holy shit. And he had everyone on Pirates of the Caribbean cracking up because he was like, wee! It was funny.
Super funny. The side note, when we were sitting in there and Brody goes, yeah, and then we went on Haunted Mansion, and we both looked at each other. It's like, are we going to fuck now?
Haunted Mansion.
Haunted Mansion's our sex movie.
It is our sex movie. And then...
that's right. For whatever reason, Eddie
You
Murphy.
put it on when you first hit on... John made his first move to Pirates of the Caribbean...
Wow. Who's the Pirates of the Caribbean, trampy girl? No, don't. You can't play it off now. We're going to have to... Look at you being all sweetheart now.
You can't leave me. I don't have anyone. Don't leave me, John. Jesus left me too.
Yeah, he did.
So anyway, the last thing, I was massaging a guy today, and he was like, yeah, I wrote a book, and I'm all... And he's like, yeah, I don't know how to publish it. And I'm like, and I'm like, I'm going to give you my phone number. And I was like, I don't know everything, but everything I know is yours. And he was like, holy shit. So we're talking, and I told him like KDP, like I told him how to like blah, 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 blah. And I go, but here's the thing. I was like, it's super cool that you're going to have a book. And I was like, my husband and I go, one, I have 14 books out. My dad thinks I have 3, but I have 14. So anyway, I was telling him,
and your sister-in-law thinks you just write porn.
Yeah. So, but I was telling him, and I go, yeah, my husband and I have a podcast, and I go, here's the cool thing though, it's like, I go, it's stupid. Our podcast is so dumb. This
really is horrible.
Like we know how dumb this is.
Yeah, and you guys are dumb enough to listen to it. That means you're fucking dumber than us. So anyway, I'm just kidding. Thanks for listening. We need you. We don't have anybody.
You like shorted everything out just now. That was weird.
Well, you shorted everything out.
Anyway, I was telling him, I go, but it's really cool because like when my husband and I are gone, my kids can go back and listen and watch us on YouTube, and we're there. Like, we're
That's
leaving
true.
this. And, you know,
And we're honest about pretty much everything.
And
so.
I was like, and every once in a while, like, John and I will, like, talk about the kids and be like, we love you, we're proud of you. And, like, how cool is that? Like, we're dead and they're listening to it. And it's like, hey, Brody, we're really proud of you. Hey,
Right.
Caleb, we're really proud of you. Hey, Tyler, we're really proud of you. We love you guys. You know, that's like, and then I was like, you know, and then later on, like, our great
Man, you just like gave them each a individual soundbite on purpose.
I did. Yeah. And then I was thinking, like, how cool is
Love you, bitches.
Yeah, you're shorting something out.
You're shorting something out.
Anyway, I was also like, yeah, and then like our great grandkids can watch us on YouTube and realize how fucking weird we are and like
Right.
how kinky your grandparents are. Watch them Haunted Mansion kids.
Oh my God, they're gonna hear that and be like, "Oh my God, that used to be my favorite movie." Fuck.
So, I don't know, like it's kind of cool that we're leaving.
That's how
this.
Caleb was made. Was Haunted Mansion.
Yes. So I don't know. And he was like, "That's really cool," and I was like, "Yeah, like we're here." Like, and you know, like, and if my great grandkids want to like read my books, they could be
Right.
like, "Oh
No, they
shit!"
could.
Like my grandma wrote this. Like this is. So I don't know. This
I
is
thought it
cool.
was cool.
So my whole thing is really what I'm saying is write shit down and record shit because
We're in the age you can.
yeah, we're here. Like,
That's
honestly,
cool.
think about it. If your grandparents, like, I would watch my grandpa. Like, if my grandpa
Oh, my
and grandma
goodness.
did a fucking podcast.
I've been thinking about my grandpa so much lately. Yes, 100%.
and, like, we're doing
Like
this.
I have movies in my head of him. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
From our time together. Obviously.
So, I mean, like,
I was
we're
probably
doing
hitting this thing.
And, like, I don't know. I feel like that's really cool.
No,
Like,
that
we're
would be
giving
cool.
this to the generations. And we're fucked weird. So, if we're
You
weird.
think?
And we get, like, a lot of views. So, I mean, like, you guys should do shit. So, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Lick my clit surprise.
Yeah. Hey, did you know? Fun fact. I'm going to end with a fun fact.
I love fun facts.
Did you know
The
that
Muffin Man.
that the Lady Gaga song "Poker Face" is about sex?
Yeah.
And she says "fuck her face" in the
Uh-huh.
middle of the song.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I love Lady Gaga. She's fucking badass.
You know, I was like, "Dang, dude, did she just say fuck her face?"
Mhm.
You go, "Respect, girl."
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked her now.
She's got a couple songs that I actually like.
Yeah.
And she did that movie that like 50 other billion people did, and everybody was like, Bradley Cooper killed himself? Well, Bradley Cooper's character killed himself in every fucking movie, dummies.
It's like when somebody's like, "Man, did you see the original?" And you're like, "That's the remake."
Yeah, the remake of the remake of the remake of the remake.
Right?
So anyway,
So anyway, I thought that was a cool little fun fact
It was a
for the
cool fun
people who
fact.
didn't know that, because I didn't know that because I wasn't really a listener of the Gaga.
she's got some good songs, actually.
But she poker faced and fucked her face.
Yeah.
And so good for her.
Yes. So everybody have a fan.
Go get
If
your
you're-
face fucked.
Yeah.
Or go
If
fuck a face.
If you're Jewish, good job. You did it. You got through Hanukkah. Fucking hats off to you. If you are doing the Christmas thing, fucking
luck.
you're almost there. You got it. And yeah.
Yeah,
You guys
we'll-
are doing it. We're proud of you.
We'll be back and we'll be swinging next week.
We are proud of all of you.
Are we?
We love you. Shut up, John.
Are we?
Except for the people you know. You know if we're not proud of you. Okay, goodbye.
All right. Good day. Thanks for listening. Merry Christmas.